Run.
I have been experiencing a massive post-concert hangover after 17's Be The Sun tour, which prompted me to finally get off my butt and make a video. This concert was fantastic. 17 are incredible performers, and they just did such a phenomenal job of hyping the audience up. Some highlights from the show include Joshua and Vernon killing it singing 2-1, the jaw-dropping rearrangement and staging from the performance unit doing Moonwalker, the vocal unit singing Come To Me with a lot of really pretty potted plants in the background. Say that 10 times fast, I think I already messed up saying that once. Everyone chanting along to Game Boy with the hip-hop unit, everyone singing along to Manse and Aju Nice, the group performing Shadow in these super pretty sparkly outfits, and the members doing cute poses during Snap Shoot. I know I just listed off half the set list, and frankly, I don't care. This is the short version because I didn't even include the stuff in between. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with the title of the video? There were admittedly a couple songs added to the set list which I wasn't fond of prior to the concert, namely Hot, Hit, Game Boy, and Back It Up. And if you've listened to these songs, you'll know that the common denominator between each of them is that they fall into what K-pop fans label as noise music. Yes, I know that all music is noise, but since it's such a widespread term, I'll be using it throughout the video. I think that this concert completely changed my opinions on Hot and Hit. Hot was a fantastic opener for the concert. The performance did such a great job setting up the rest of the show with the high-octane choreography and cool pyrotechnic effects. I originally found the song's redundance, and tangentially its heavy vocal processing, to sound kind of silly. However, hearing it live and feeling the energy from thousands of fans yelling was just really fun. Hit was another song I initially included in the headache inducer category, and I originally saw it as 17's foray into the mainstream late 3rd gen, 4th gen boy group sound. A chorus filled with onomatopoeia over a loud EDM drop just felt uninspired at the time. However, seeing it live made me appreciate the nuances of the song's structure a lot more. It never loses its momentum, but the song plays around dialing up and dialing down the drama. I love the two-part pre-chorus in particular. You start off with this dreamy break from the verses, then start revving up to the chorus with the chanting. The bridge in particular was really fun to hear live with everybody singing. It really built up excitement for the final chorus and made the intense choreography all the more fun to watch. Now, when 17's Your Choice album came out, I remember listening to Game Boy and thinking, wow, this is an interesting song, but I'm probably never going to listen to it again though, because it's kind of giving me a headache. And so my grudge against Game Boy persisted up until the date of the concert. But you guys, again, this song was so much fun to sing along to in the arena. The song itself checks off all the boxes for something that would make a great live performance. A fast-paced tempo, trippy interjections in the melody, and simple repetitive lyrics that make it easy for an audience to chant along to. Same goes for Back It Up. I used to skip past it every time when listening to an ode, but it was just really fun to chant along to. I especially really love the tension that the sirens part brings right before the chorus slams into you. One of the reasons why I loved 17 was because they were a group who stuck with what they were good at without their music feeling too boring. So it's probably not a surprise to you that I favored their upbeat boy next door type of songs. But going to this concert made me remember what made me love K-pop in the first place. Yes, deep lyrics and sweeping expressions of sentiment are always welcome in my books, but the defining characteristic of a good pop song to me is that ultimately, it's fun to listen to. And that doesn't mean it always has to be cheerful. I personally love singing along to angry and melodramatic songs. Heck, it doesn't always need to be meaningful. But it's just such an electrifying feeling to be in a room with thousands of other people who are having the time of their lives singing along to a song that amps you up by a group of people you absolutely adore. I think noise music gets a bad rep because people perceive these songs as easy cash grabs, lacking variety and depth in the composition of the songs, and doing little to showcase the vocal prowess of the members singing it. I'm definitely guilty of this, and I still do stand by my assertions against certain songs simply because I do feel like they're quite formulaic or just plain messy. But I'm starting to shift away from the mentality that noise music is inherently bad. In fact, when I think back to when I first got into K-pop, it was those hype songs that made me more intrigued about the genre. I mean, two of my favorite groups in 2018 were Blackpink and Stray Kids, whose brands were based around this sound. I think part of this kind of stems from the way my listening style shifted. I got really into K-pop in high school, and I would constantly share my opinions about comebacks and fangirl with my friends. I had a lot of fun listening to these songs with others, pretending that I didn't have a mountain of work in front of me to deal with. When I started this channel, it was the end of my senior year, and I figured if I lost touch with the friends who shared my love for K-pop, I could at least share my thoughts with other fans who were just as passionate as me. And don't get me wrong, I've loved working on this channel, and I think without it, there are a lot of great artists whose music would have totally flown under my radar. But at the same time, when I wanted to become more serious about making music commentary, I felt a bit of pressure to be more critical about my opinions. Seeing 17 perform these noisier hits, for a lack of a better term, made me realize that life's too short to determine I hate a song whenever I just hear an EDM drop. Anyways, this isn't me saying I've made a full 180. I still have opinions when it comes to producers overusing certain formulas or switching up a song in a way that just makes no sense. But I guess one of my goals for the channel is to just have more fun with it. And I believe this includes embracing noise music. So you know what? Bring on the do-do-doos and the what-a-das. I can handle it. To an extent. I'm still not buying that Freaky Fishy song though.